So you guys are at Bolt Strike Pillar. It is an island. You fought some goblins on your way in. Let me once again restate exactly why you are here, what you're doing, and what the sort of the next stage is. You met with a woman by the name of Lady Naisune, and she offered to repair a magic item for you guys, a magical ship that could shrink down. But she asked that you would come here to this place, to the Bolt Strike Pillar, and deliver something for her, a holy symbol. And the reason what you would get in exchange is she would be given some things to bring back to her.
Yes, come here. Sorry.
And you would also be given some information on a person that she's looking for. And there's more details on that, but the basic gist of it is there was an expedition that was set out several years ago that Lady Naisune is trying to find out about. She's trying to find the last survivor of that expedition. And we'll go into more details on that as we need to, but that's the basics. You guys were given passage, and were given food, provisions, and so on. You came here, you made your way onto the island. You know that Bolt Strike Pillar is kind of a warding defensive tower of magics, and it is essentially under the auspices of a guy named Palak Caridon. I'm just going to call him Palak. Palak's not here, but this is one of his places. Now, you made your way along and actually came across some goblins. There were some goblins when you first arrived that you had to fight, and then you made your way along, and there was a sort of a mistake. You guys thought that the goblins were in your path, though they weren't, and you did end up fighting them.
We really had to fight them.
They knew that.
So you fought another group of those goblins. You eventually arrived at the tower itself, and you met a number of people, including the sort of high mistress of the security, the wizard militant. Her name was Amlafor. Her second in command is named Varys. And then you met the sort of the half-orc captain of the guard, a guy named Lysank. Anyway, you told them about the goblins, and they kind of consulted amongst each other. They were a little surprised because they do have some scrying magic, and usually they would have picked up on the arrival of the goblins here. You saw that the goblins had signs and sigils that clearly they were in the service of an agent of the Siren, one of the sort of the big evil icons. They went and did some further delving and discovered that the goblins are in fact, there's another group of them holed up at a set of ruins called Greenstand. And Greenstand is a place that, as the people here told you, is usually if people want to attack the tower, they go there, because it has some natural defenses, and then they make their way here to attack the Bolt Strike Pillar. Because of that, the mages here had set up some magical booby traps at Greenstand. So here's what they said to you. They asked you if you would go and deal with the goblins. They would give you the magical phrases to set off the traps at Greenstand, so that when you get close within relatively close range, you could verbally set those off and deal with, whatever or whatever is there. They would supply you with healing potions, which they did, and they also gave you a couple of temporary magic items for you to carry. I believe it was a mace, right, Fabian?
Yeah.
That's correct.
And a suit of armor, right?
Yes.
Plus the magical potions. The potions are yours to keep.
There was also a weapon that someone, I think Scott got, that was interrupting or interfering with the mages. So they asked Although the other two were on loan, this one they were asking us to take away with us.
Scott,
I think that's the reward, isn't that
that's
right?
the reward. They didn't give it to you.
My bad. Sorry.
And it's not clear what that weapon is. They haven't given you essentially the full details on that thing. And so you guys agreed to do that, to head off, trek through the woods, make your way to Greenstand, and deal with the last of these goblins. Do you guys have any questions about that before I move a little bit forward?
I guess I will, in my halting way, ask, just to be clear, when we activate these defenses, they will not harm us. Is this correct?
Oh, no, they will, absolutely. They're going to go off. They're triggered explosions and so on. I wouldn't stand too close.
Is this information they had given us before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, got it.
They're going to tell us where they are. They make a boom.
In fact, just so you guys have some reference here, and I'm going to give you this as a chance for you guys to take a look at this now. I'm going to show you the map and where the explosives are. So if you guys will look at roll 20 here. I didn't know if you guys wanted to do any planning ahead of time. I thought I would give you a little short window if you wanted to.
I have master plan.
That you do.
Really? You do?
No.
Okay.
Because that doesn't exist in this game. Except for the commander. There is a commander class that gets something like that. So, here is... Can everybody see the ruins okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's the difference between the blue and the red?
Okay. So, the red ones are fire traps. The ones that are labeled with B go off under the same code words, and the ones that are labeled with A go off with the same code words.
Okay, so they're all going to go off. All the A's will go off at the same time.
If you are standing close enough,
Oh, okay.
you could set off one A
Okay.
within that range, and then move over to the other place and set the other
But
one
if we're
off.
in midway between the two, then okay.
Yeah. And then the C, E, and D ones are all sort of ice and freezing.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys want to, if there's anything you guys want to do with that, want to take a look at that.
Okay.
Or have
So
any
from
questions.
what we know is that they're saying us. I mean, I don't know if we can get this exact, but
They
we're
here's
safe
what they know.
outside. We're not safe inside.
He says these are the ruins. So those walls are in various states of disrepair and crumbling. That's about the radius of the spells.
Okay.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, those circles represent the kind of the range that when the spell goes off that it's going to affect.
Now, we can approach the prey from any direction. Is this correct?
Absolutely, yeah. And feel free to mark on the map or whatever you want to do with this if there's anything, because this is a planning map.
And we're talking about 18 bad guys, something like that.
They will
That's-
say
that's the-
they're uncertain about the numbers.
Well, they did. I think they did tell us it was like I'm thinking 12 to 18. I mean,
right. Well,
there's-
that's but 12 to 18 with the caveat that they are uncertain about the numbers.
Okay. So there could be 30, but there's definitely 12 to 18.
Yes.
Okay.
They say they don't think it'd be that much more. If there were that much more, it would certainly show up.
Is there any kind of protection that they can give us against the siren's power? If we need to,
I'll be right back.
is there any kind of magic thing?
Siren is an icon. We have nothing that could defend against. Certainly, the siren won't be there. If the mark is as you say, they are merely agents of the siren.
I guess is there? Do you have any potions that could protect against fire or frost?
No, unfortunately, if you wanted to wait a couple of days,
Oh, we don't know how. Yeah,
um,
they
but-
could get even more reinforcements.
right.
All right. So basically,
And they will give you a map that's pretty much akin to this.
we will want to lure them into these areas to detonate these.
Well, that's fine. I mean, and I think what we can do is, stack the ranger and the non-combat. Well, okay, I'm not gonna say the people who play with the silly stuff, and stack them behind, the thing, and we can protect their flanks, and then they can basically just, hit them as they go through.
So
we
how
could
close
also
you-
we could also get them going in two different directions. Like for instance, if let's say we're starting off at what's it, Alt? What's the?
You're starting off in the.
No, hold on. What's
Left
the
click hold.
left click hold? I was doing that.
Yeah.
Left click hold. No, it's not doing it.
What's left click
No.
hold do? Oh yeah, the pingy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not. Oh, okay. No, it's still not doing it.
It's doing it for everyone else. You suck.
Okay. Well, up in the north,
There's 20 pings going on.
northeast, up in the northeast.
Okay.
Let's
so,
say let's say we're up there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And so what we could do is we could have what the fuck is your name, Scott? Marek.
Rook.
Rook. Okay, so Rook.
How
the
could you
chess
forget
piece.
the easiest character's name?
Yeah, whatever. You got these Humies have all these weirdo names, but Rook can.
I'm an elf.
Here.
20 years.
Um,
I know, we all look alike.
Rook can appear at the southwest, and show up. They run through. We go bang, bang, bang to whoever comes, and then he disappears, and then we show up on the other side. So we're basically running back and forth through the bombs. It's a pretty simple idea. Simple is probably better. Probably not gonna use all of them, but then Rook can kind of go where he wants to be opportunistically and knock stragglers off. But once I get engaged, I'm staying engaged. That's the way it works with me.
We'll probably need to scout it out a little bit because, I mean, how close do you have to be to set these off?
Within shouting distance.
So,
So you could be really
And-
close and whisper it, or you could be a little further away and shout it.
Okay.
So are we talking like this to get to the red A?
So if you were over where that orange ping is, and you said it pretty loud, the red A would go off.
okay, so I would assume that birds and dogs and wolves don't actually count as whispering. They would not have the art. They could not articulate the words clear enough to set them off.
I could set them off in my form.
He could in his wolf form because he's an adept.
Okay, no, and a wolf. Okay.
But that would be yes. So he could do that in his wolf form, not in his scouting form.
In my combat forms,
Yeah.
whatever that happens to be.
We'll have to do some scouting first, just because, I mean, it's possible
Okay.
they
Well,
could be. They could be. I mean, they.
no,
they could
that's
be,
a
They
good
could
plan.
be all. They could all be sleeping right here, right now. So we might want to actually, if they're concentrating in these areas, sneak up and
Yeah.
activate the traps.
Yeah. Approximately how big are these areas?
Oh, big, small.
10 foot, 100 foot.
Oh, so if we're going to take that circle that's in the middle, that's maybe a 20, 25 foot
Okay,
circle.
that's
maybe?
what I need to know. Okay, good.
Does that give you-
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
All right. So what you're saying is you kind of got a good sense of the lay of the land.
Yeah.
So when we go to the fight, I'll give you a chance to go ahead and scout and all that stuff on there.
Okay.
And so.
And we'll have like Scott or people who are very stealthy, and the rest of us will stay away.
Okay. Has everybody got all their backgrounds set now? Ben, I know that you had some question about that. Did you figure out what you wanted for those points to be spread around as?
Not yet, but I've.
Well,
just
let's get that settled
filled
before
out
we
the
get
stuff.
started here. How many points do people get for backgrounds?
8.
8.
8 for mine.
So you had wanted to put recon as some of those points, right, Ben?
Yes.
How many do you think you want to put of those 8?
I wrote it down already. Let me. go to
Okay,
my
sure.
Character sheet. Let me see.
At Dr. Manhattan, it's a naked blue drink.
Okay, so I had 3 points in recon plus 2 in stealth. I don't know what other things to. I guess.
Okay, so
Well, don't
Uh,
you're 3 in recon and 2 in stealth are mutually. You don't have stealth would be part of recon. One would assume that you would do.
Yeah, I
Stealth
mean, and stealth is not a job. I mean,
Yeah.
recon, you could say that you were a recon scout for the military or something like that. But I mean, this is supposed to be like I'm going to work a pirate, and I get boats are in there, but navigation of the waterways is a little bit.
A former
Probably
profession.
probably hand-to-hand fighting.
just
Oh,
to
okay.
kind of
Walk in the plank.
it's about being able to justify. Oh, I think I can probably use this background on this role.
Like Klingon Vulcan Academy.
well, I was a soldier, so I mean, like an
Okay.
archer
Do
in
you want
an
like a
army.
like a soldier?
Yeah, I
background?
guess a
Okay.
soldier background. Yeah.
How many points would you like in soldier?
3, I
8.
guess.
Soldier 3. Okay.
Um,
Anything else you want?
So I said reconnaissance is like
Recon,
Three.
soldier.
yeah. 2 points left, huh?
Yep.
How about
How about Fancy Boy?
How about you shut up? Let's see.
How about
Think.
Bully, man?
How about quit being an asshole? Let me think here.
I can't. Sorry, that's part of my background.
Yes, I know. Right aware.
asshole.
It does go with being an orc.
Let me see. I guess eventually I made command. So how about something related to that?
NCO.
Captain, leadership. Something.
That could be in.
How about troop leader?
Troop leader. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. 2 points in that. Now,
How about Wanker?
now, Ben, did we come up with a one true thing for you?
Yes. I was the. Let me see. I think I wrote it down in my character sheet.
Yeah.
It was that Call Cthulhu dude. Let me see. What was his name?
Oh yeah,
Look at
you're the child of Kulakan,
Yes. Kakulakan. Yeah, that's it.
which is pronounced very differently from that.
Nothing bad can come of that.
No.
I've misspelled that terribly, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so I've got that up in your sheet there. Okay. Everybody remembers you do have your character sheet reference in the journal. You need to do that. And let me get back to...
I had issues logging into the wiki space.
Did it not
It
let
wouldn't
you in?
accept. It wouldn't accept my password.
Huh.
I requested for a new password, and it never came back to me.
Okay. I will send you another invite. How about? And we'll see what happens with that. I'll check on that. In fact, actually, let me look at the First Wave wiki here right now while Matt's mixing up his drink.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay. Oh. That was quick.
Yeah, I'm good at it.
Let me really quick sign into that, check that, and members. Yeah, it shows you as a member here. Weird. I wonder why it's not letting you in. I will say I'm probably going to be making some changes to the wiki. We'll probably be going over another service, but I'll give you guys a heads up when I know more about that. All right.
Yeah, it's misbehaving. So,
Yeah, weird. So let me ask you a tactical question. They will give you some directions. There are 2 ways that you can go. You can either approach via a hidden culvert that they have sort of mapped out. That's a kind of a slow and stealthy way to get there? Here now it's after dark. Or do you want to go more overland and try and get there faster? With a little less natural cover for yourself.
I vote for the cover.
Yeah, I'm not in any particular hurry. I'm comfortable in the night.
That's fine.
If we intend to use traps, it would probably behoove us to take the stealthy approach.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you guys will take that culvert. They will load you up with the stuff. The elven wizard militant will see you off, and the orc will kind of nod, goes over the map with you guys again, and they will wish you luck, and they will say that they will prepare the various things for you to take back.
Oh, he got in.
For when you return. Anything else before we move forward?
Cool, I got in.
Oh, you're able to get into the wiki? Good. Okay. So you guys will proceed overland. I want everybody to make a stealth check, and you'll make it using dexterity bonus plus whatever kind of background you think applies to your ability to move quietly through the woods.
Oh, pirate, definitely. Yeah, that makes all
So
sense.
I'm going to say not pirate.
Anything with animal husbandry, so I can, because I'm dealing with animals and got to keep them calm. That's probably bullshit.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay,
straight
well,
dex.
Can you take 10 on these rolls?
No, I don't think there's really a take 10 on these things.
Is this mod or mod plus level?
Mod plus
I didn't
level.
know.
Ooh, baby, there.
Okay.
No, it's this way, guys.
All right.
Bang, 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 bang.
Let me just mark the rising heat level for your characters being spotted. Okay, and Scott.
What do you mean, be quiet? Is there somebody around?
18.
Okay. And what
Did
about?
you add your dex? Do you add your dex plus level? So it's the second number, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And recon, I guess, would probably fit.
That seems fair.
It says get away from.
Look at
all."
that. Your ranger is in his element, as is your rogue.
Look at the barbarian over there.
So who am I missing off this list?
I rolled a 14, so I'm probably eating a squirrel
okay.
somewhere.
True. And what about you, Matt?
Okay, oh, sorry, I was dicking around with Roll20 trying to get my character sheet up in a separate window. What are we rolling?
I just
Your
copied it all
dexterity
into a Word
plus
document.
plus level plus whatever background you have that applies to stealth.
I don't think I have any that apply to stealth.
Ben, I
Said
did send you
dexterity plus level.
a,
That's a nice
so-
simple one.
Sneaking up on young boys doesn't count.
Pederastic priests on the prowl.
Okay. So you guys will move along. I assume you want to stop a ways away, right?
Yes.
Okay. So who is going to scout? Is it one person, a couple?
Oh, I kicked ass on this. I should go.
No. I would say
I'm willing to scout.
I can scout.
Okay.
let's have. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. How can we do this most efficient?
I'll stay with the animals. If we got any.
Well, the more people we have doing this, the greater we are at risk. But so essentially,
If you and Kathak want to scout, that's fine
Okay.
with me.
So.
Come at it from different directions. So if one of you is discovered, the other one isn't caught as well.
okay.
Okay. Fabian, do you want to use your
It has to be charged.
Hmm?
Scout form, I only get one daily, and I used it last
Oh,
time.
okay, that's
No
right.
effect, but
Sure.
it won't work.
So, both you and Ben will roll wisdom plus level plus an appropriate background for scouting.
Okay, that's not cool.
I had to change my stats a little bit, so woohoo.
Well, recon, I guess, is my one thing
So-
here. So, bu- 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 bu.
Well,
So
you ch-
wisdom.
Oh yeah, that's not
Okay.
good.
Did you move your
I
stats around,
see
Fabian?
nothing.
I did. I
Okay.
had done that before.
See nothing.
Okay, so plus this.
Literally see nothing.
Okay.
A natural 20 always helps.
Fabian, you will be moving along. You see Kathak start to head out, and you will actually, with your critical, you'll grab and stop him. Because there is a really bad smell around here. And something is very wrong in the area. And you
I
will,
paw at the ground in that direction and growl.
okay. You
Okay, I
guys
stop my tracks and take a look.
will kind of move a little bit forward here in the Calvert. You're still a little ways away, and you will see that in the sort of the gully that you've been moving along, up ahead there is a set of broken branches, and you can see that there is about half of a bugbear laying there in the gully, with his organs sort of strewn out across the grounds here. The flies are starting to arrive and so on, and in the distance you can smell smells like some burning and some other stuff.
Can I taste it to find out how long ago this guy, how fresh this kill is?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, God.
Why don't you make a wisdom
Eat
plus
the delicious necromancy.
wisdom plus your appropriate scouting thing.
The bugbear is poached in a beautiful, delicate champagne sauce.
It's still pretty fresh. We're talking maybe half hour, 45 minutes ago.
How was this killed again?
Well, that you kind of go up. It looks like something tore it in half.
Now
Like
you
an
said
animal, claws, hands, grip. Big,
Why don't you
giant,
why don't you make a wisdom plus soldier roll? Plus, and whenever I say your stat, wisdom or whatever, always add your level into it. Okay, so I'm
Okay.
just always going to say stat.
Gotcha.
this, as a wolf, can I identify the smell, or try to, when he's done?
Well, why don't you let me finish with Ben, and then I'll come back to you. How's that sound?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So Ben, it looks like this thing was torn apart by great big claws. This thing was ripped, and it looks like the top, judging from the broken branches and stuff, something flung this top half of the bugbear over here. There's a crackle for you, Fabian, of both burning and that smell of sort of ozone in the air.
So like an oncoming storm kind of smell.
Or after a lightning strike. And you don't hear any sounds. Like, all the animals have clearly scattered from the area, and you don't hear the sounds of an encampment or anything like that. Do you fall back to the group? Do you call them up? How do you want to do this? Do you want to scout forward further?
Can I kind of guess where the other half of the body is? And is there anything else that is this bugbear? Do they have anything? They're just sort of naked bugbear bear
like
things?
the other
or what?
bugbear that you saw, this is the top half. If there's anything, they might have a primitive like knife or something, it might be in the bottom half, wherever that is. You would guess, based on kind of looking around here, that you guys aren't that far away from these ruins. It's probably, if the rest of it is around here, it's probably up by the ruins over there. But you'd have to come out of the gully, move up, and get closer to the ruins to find it. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
I say we report back to the group.
why don't you do that, and I will scout ahead a little bit further.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just say that you're going to split up and separate from the group?
No, I'm
yes.
joining the group. He's
No,
splitting up.
yeah, you are. I'm asking Fabian if that's what I heard you say.
I know Lowell's rules. When he asks a question, it's a bad idea.
Are you gonna fall for that trick?
But yeah,
Are you not a big bad bear?
What form are you in right now? How big? How small?
wolf. I have not taken an aspect, so I am essentially normal wolf size.
Just normal wolf size. Okay, you just look like an unusual magical wolf right now. Okay. So I'm going to come back to you in a second, Fabian.
Don't
Yes,
be
sir.
afraid. Your next character's gonna be a mage, right?
I'm thinking chaos. Yeah.
Nice.
Whatever
After
Sandra
you
hates the most.
Die.
No, that would be a cultist.
Cultist or chaos mage? Those are the two that are a little problematic. So Kathak, you will fall back to where the group is at. You guys are coming up, and you'll see Kathak. Again, he rolled pretty well on his stealth before, so that kind of carries over. He's kind of this shadowy blur that moves through the woods and comes back up to where you three are waiting. And what do you tell them?
So I tell them we found a a bugbear that was ripped in half by, probably looks like some kind of animal, tore it in half and threw it pretty far away, the one half of the body, pretty far from the other half, and so we should be on alert for.
Would they have been close enough? If there was,
And also, this was done relatively recently. I'm guessing about a half an hour ago.
if we were correct in our assumption to begin with, that there were, 20 people here, was he close enough that he should have been able to hear from the camp the sounds of 20 goblins slash hobgoblins, or were they not that close?
Yes. He probably
And
would
they
have unless they were if they'd gone silent running, something like that. Das
Can we see the signs of any campfire smoke rising up from that?
Well, given that you're kind of in a gully that's covered for stealth purposes and it's at night, no.
Sander,
Yes.
does that make what size of animal? I mean, I know how big a bugbear. It's a bugbear, right?
Yeah.
And that's a big freak. That's like a dinosaur.
It would take something very large.
I mean, it's not a bear.
No. Oh God, no. No, it's much bigger than a bear.
Okay, so what's the chances of me not knowing or us not seeing signs of something that big around here?
Well, given that you're in a covered gully moving quietly up towards the area under cover at night, I would say pretty decent.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
All right, well, let's proceed.
Okay.
Proceed stealthily, and we'll see what it is. Maybe some creature's done our job for us. And I mean, if it's a big, dumb creature that's killed all the
you
goblins
assume
for
we're
us.
sort of in a gully forest. There are trees. Is there a large tree around? Maybe I can get a vantage view.
Sure. We'll come back to that in a minute, though, because you're actually a little further back because you're falling back to the group. I'm going to cut back.
Sure.
We do a wipe back to where Fabian has split up from the group and is off by himself. Okay, Fabian?
Yep.
Well, this will be short.
Yes. Where I
I thought we were
expressed
gonna
death wish.
we were gonna cut back to a giant, lizard creature with a big full belly.
Fabian, there's a knock at the door.
I
Never mind.
opened the door.
Okay. What do you want to do? you're here. You're by this bugbear corpse, slowly cooling in the night air. It's pretty quiet out. What do you want to do?
Um. So just okay. I'm having I'm trying to role play it and not have like the character dictate my me Fabian dictate my actions. So are the hackles on the back of my neck just rising up like in warning, or is this kind of like
Let's
I have
see.
no idea.
There's a creature that picked up a bugbear and ripped it in half and flung it over here. So that's got to be pretty big. Definitely some smell of burning, and also that smell of electricity, which, given that you guys haven't heard like thunder and stuff, which might have carried, that suggests maybe magic of some sort. So maybe that, yeah, I'd say your hackles are probably a little bit.
Well, in what I'm going to do then is find a very concealed spot and wait and listen for movement, trying to see two things. One, did this, whatever this is it going to come this way? Did it hear Kathak when he left? Just essentially get myself a nice hiding spot and vantage point and wait.
Okay. Why don't you make a wisdom check there again with your scouting type background.
Bonham. Wow.
Whatever you will conceal yourself. Whatever was here is gone. What you hear is the crackle and pop of small twigs smoldering and things like that, and you'll kind of look up over the edge of the gully, and in the distance you can kind of make out the camp through the brush and trees. Essentially the ruins there. And you'll see just a couple of spots of glowing. Maybe one's a campfire that's burning down untended, and the other places are just sort of small spots. And even from here you can see that there are strewn about the edges of the ruins many more goblin bodies.
Okay.
The group will arrive up as you're kind of looking over, and you guys will gather together, and you guys can all look out, and essentially, now that Fabian's kind of checked and made sure, and you guys are able to kind of look out of cover without too much worry, you can see that it looks like, from this distance, like there are a lot of dead goblin bodies strewn around outside the ruins.
So something that big didn't leave any kind of trail of where it went?
Well, you guys haven't moved
You
up
said
to
they're
check
broken
that.
twigs.
Haven't moved up to
Okay.
check that yet, so you guys are still here. My question is, are you guys moving up to check the ruins?
I was
Where
first gonna
can
climb
you
a
ping
tree
the
to
map
check.
where we are?
Oh, let's say that you guys are. Imagine that. I'm pinging there. Imagine you're off that map a ways, that sort of westerly side. So you guys are moving up to kind of try and get a better.
I'm taking
vantage
aerial recon,
point? Okay.
as it were.
Why don't I have? Is everybody else moving to check? That's all I want to know.
Do we want to send stealthy people in first, or we just all want to go?
Send the stealthy people in first.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So
Who's stealthy other than me?
I am.
Hey.
okay. So in that case, Fabian, Scott, and Ben, all of you get to make wisdom plus any kind of spotting or investigation or tracking or forensics kind of rolls for me.
Okay, guess recon would fit that.
Seems reasonable.
Wisdom.
Is that another crit, Ben? Or
Fabian.
Fabian?
Yes.
That's Fabe got a third crit in a row.
Yes, sir.
It is on it.
Okay.
I'm not so much.
Yeah, me not so much either.
All right. Let me give you kind of an overview as you kind of move through here. You can see that the goblins are around and about, knocked in different places, thrown. You can see that a number of the trees, when you kind of get above, have been shredded clearly by lightning effects, clearly from above. You will see that for a number of these goblins, they've clearly been taken down by crude, heavy spears. That's kind of a typical thing, actually, for certain primitive races like lizard men, because they're too dumb to learn any better. Corpses have been sizzled, fried. You will also see that in one place where it looks like there were the bodies of a couple of goblin shaman, you can see the claw marks on the ground that indicate where the dragon came down and tore up the ground and ripped up some of these goblins. Whoever did this, the goblin and whatever sort of the dragon and whatever people were with it, clearly did not stop to loot any of these bodies or anything.
So the claws definitely look like a dragon.
Oh yeah, it's dragon. They're bodies of hobgoblin war mages, goblins scattered around and about.
And if they're a spirit.
Yes, sir.
Fabian, you will find actually what looks to you like a very nice dagger, wavy, of fine goblin manufacture that looks magical.
Okay. I will briefly morph into a human to grab that and then
Okay.
morph back.
All right. So you have.
Does it have a particular smell?
Oh yeah, it smells like goblin.
Okay.
It smells like goblin.
Is there once it's clear that there's no one alive in the camp, then I'll motion for everyone else to come up too.
Okay.
Is there any signs of a leader amongst these corpses that I might consider?
The body that Fabian's standing over, yes.
Is it a hobgoblin or a bugbear?
It's a hobgoblin war mage.
Okay. Does he have the symbol of
The siren?
the siren on him?
Absolutely. You guys, as you're kind of standing there, kind of looking around, and keep in mind there are trees and stuff. Ben, you're up above the tree line, taking a look down.
Yeah.
And you will look back towards the tower, and you can see flashes,
Uh-oh.
flickering,
Hmm.
lightning.
Lightning flashes.
Yes, back from the tower.
How far away?
Back from the tower, the distance you guys crossed to get here.
4
Wow.
hours.
Oh gosh, no. You guys were moving slowly, cautiously, so maybe an hour to get here.
You
Moving
mean the
very
bolt strike pillar? Is that what?
Exactly, yes.
And it's being bolt striked right now.
Well, what from this distance and the angle in the trees, mostly what you see is flashes.
Okay.
Mm.
Lives up to its name.
Whatever did this is probably there. I assume we all think
So-
that.
So Kathak does relay that knowledge to us.
Well, I'm up a tree right now, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, not
Are you-
exactly.
So you're not going to pass
Should
that
I?
on to him?
I will come down though, and I'll pass it on to him.
Okay, so yes, Kathak does relay that information to you.
Well, we better get back there as soon as we can. Let's get a move on. We're not going to get any information from the mages if they're all dead. So
You guys hear me whisper, "My jerky!"
and we're gonna take off, not quiet, not stealthy, fast,
Full tilt.
full tilt, whatever the fastest way is back to the
Okay.
tower. If that's the overland route this time, then that's it.
Absolutely. Let me have all of you, just so I can get an average here, make a strength plus your level plus whatever sort of running skill you might have, like sprinting or athletics.
Soldier.
I have thief, cat, burglar, running from guards all the time.
Okay, that seems fair enough.
Soldier.
Okay.
I carry the ship a lot at times.
Fair enough.
You carry the ship.
D20, Ben.
All right, can I use my hospitaller background for that?
Absolutely, for that sort of long distance running on the on your travels.
That is.
So
I
strength-
assume Fabian or
Level.
assume Sandra that was no.
What I didn't catch what you said.
I said pirate. I'm carrying the ship.
No, no.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But everybody
Pirates
gets-
don't run a lot,
Okay.
but you can roll well.
You guys will break out. It is dark. It's a woods you don't know. It's a terrain you're not familiar with. It's at night. You're running along, and you are booking. You saw the bugbear. You saw the claw marks. You know what's coming, and you guys are rushing through the woods here, pell mell, and you guys
Elven Grace.
will be coming along, and eventually you kind of break out a little bit in the wood, from the wood line, and you can kind of hear and see, and you will see that in the distance you'll see fighting going on. There's fighting in the sort of the encampment. You'll see flickers, the magic going off from the tower. You'll see lizard men fighting guards. You'll see lizard men swarming into the tower. The sort of flicker and flash, the strobe effect here, that sort of crackle, lightning with just that sort of crackling sound rather than the thunder, and the night, and but your sort of main image you'll be drawn to is this sight of this great blue dragon up on top of the tower, and as you kind of break through the woodliner and rushing forward, you will see the energy kind of crackle and coalesce around the tower, and you will see it hit the dragon and cut through one of the dragon's wings. But there's that sense that was sort of the last spent energy of the tower. And now I'm going to put up a map.
You spent all that time on that other map, and then you didn't
Yes.
use.
That's awesome.
Dogging us. Dogging us.
Okay, so you guys are over.
So are you
here.
sneaking, or what exactly are you doing here?
Okay.
We should have spent at least another hour on that.
We run blindly into the Dark Lord's palace, and he knows we're coming. And torturing our friends as we go.
I kick the door, Cleve.
I don't think Big Blue Dragon is on the second level monster list for adventurers.
It's a baby.
It's a
Just
big-
imagine, if we pull it off, we'll live like kings.
Yeah, you go first. I'll be right behind you. Do we know who this Lysek guy is?
That's that
Orc.
the half orc
Okay.
commander.
Oh, okay. If he was a full orc, I'd save him.
Racist.
All right. Everybody roll initiative.
That's a D20.
Yep. I'm adding your turns so you can go ahead and put yourselves into the thing.
I'm running. There's a
Where's
roll
the
initiative
initiative
here
number?
somewhere.
There's a roll initiative button on the character sheet. 20.
Hmm.
I'm kind of abstract some things, and let me get. Of course, I forgot to grab the. Pull these down. Sorry, I need to. Hang on 1 second.
It's not been a good dice night for me so far. Hopefully this will turn around.
Yeah, I got all mine used up. So
Well, yeah, if I misunderstand statistics correctly, it's a positive that we're using up all the bad dice rolls before the combat, except for Fabian.
Right.
Fabian's screwed. He's out of good rolls now.
Yeah. I agree.
So far it's like been a three threes and like a 5. God.
Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry. I forgot to find one other thing here.
That's Tiamat.
Yeah, where's the mage? The mage.
There's 4 more heads for that, though.
The mage militant.
Oh, my soul.
Set dimensions. Sorry, I need to get my escalation dice down here. Okay. Tomaso, you got your initiative in?
Let me put that into. It's a 5. Terrible.
Terrible. Let me get mine. So there's 6, and there.
Damn you.
Oops. That's not it.
Ben, you got your initiative in?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Ben, it's 22, not 6.
Oh, sorry.
Right?
I rolled this.
Are you human? If
No,
you're
Ben.
human, you.
No.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
Wait, humans can re-roll their initiative, right?
Yep.
Right.
Oh, let me do that. Good thinking, Fabian.
All right, there we go.
Here to help you, man. Oh,
Jesus.
All right, that's much better.
I'd
he's on.
say.
Oh,
Yeah, but after the first round, it doesn't mean anything.
right.
Okay.
Remember, I think it was second edition D&D where you rolled initiative every round.
Yep.
Uh,
A lot of games do that.
Oh,
Glad we gave up on that particular mechanism. Okay, rearrange that. All
well,
right.
when you're doing real dice, it's not a big deal.
Tommaso, you are pretty much far away from everything right now, and you will see the blue dragon will spin out and come crashing down there. It looks like there's fighting going on, some in the courtyard there with the lizard man savages and the guards. You'll see some other fights going on around, but the dragon is there kind of getting up. It looks sort of staggered from that hit. Otherwise, it looks like there's the fighting going on in the tower itself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
Okay, which one is the tower? Is it, there's 2 structures.
See where the lizard mage and the lizard savage are?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's the tower.
Okay, what's this? This is just another. This is just like a guardhouse here, a
That
palisade
is
thing.
so over here,
The encampment.
that's the tower over here that
Yeah.
I just red pinged.
Right.
Over here, this is the encampment where they live and stuff.
Okay.
As you may recall, the tower I mentioned the tower was outside the encampment because of the nature of the magic.
Oh, okay.
I set this all up. Okay, Tommaso, what are you doing?
All right, I think think this is a big battle, Carl, so I'm going to invoke our goob.
Oh, okay, definitely.
And I will first.
Well, there could be a bigger one later.
Yeah, dragon seems pretty big right now. I'm going to do the invocation of strength. So I will mumble a brief prayer under my breath, thrust my long sword into the ground, and kind of clouds of gnats will rise up around you guys.
Hey, I didn't think it was like this.
And what effect does that cause?
Critical hits are now triple damage instead of double.
Oh yeah, suke. That is an awesome ability. Now, is that a quick action or a regular action?
That is a quick action.
Okay, what is your regular action then, sir?
For a regular action.
You can also move.
Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look at this map. I want to be able to have a good view of all my compatriots. Line of sight is important for what I do.
Imagine that any trees that are out there are very much scattershot and not particularly blocking things.
Okay, so we're going to be moving in. I think I'm actually right now where I am gives me a pretty good you know what? Let me move to like here where I can see both inside the fence and outside of it.
So you can see essentially that lizard savage and the guard there abstracts kind of a fight that's going on inside the encampment. Okay, Kathak, what are you doing? Ben.
I am. Let's see. So I'm eating dinner actually.
Okay.
Oh, that's a standard action.
Make a roll for that.
Let's see. Is it Savage Guard? Guard. What's this thing? Oh, is this the blue dragon?
That would be the blue dragon, yes.
That's a gruntling.
I guess I'll follow Tommaso in and hit the lizard savage.
Okay. Not shooting the dragon?
The dragon's stunned right now, or staggered, or something.
Yep.
Is this in range for me to shoot the dragon from where I am?
Yeah, you're an archer. You can hit anything far away on the map.
Alright, I'll try that. Then,
Okay.
I guess.
Alright.
Might as well rile up the dragon.
Okay, to hit the dragon, you need a 20.
Oh God.
Jesus, alright.
Oh, with your pluses.
With your pluses, oh yeah. No, yeah, you have to roll a natural 20, so only Fabian's going to hit the dragon tonight. And Matt.
Okay. And what is it again? Melee, range,
It's
6
your range bonus, range attack bonus, plus a d20.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay. Do you want to take your reroll on that, or do you want to save that?
Sure, I'll take my reroll on that.
Okay.
My 1 per combat, right, I guess?
I believe so, and...
Oh, there you go.
So,
Triple damage.
Holy shit, so Ben... you're
The
going
black arrow.
gonna fire this off, you get it. So yeah, definitely. You're gonna roll, and you're gonna triple your damage
Oh, nice.
because Matt put that invocation on you. So you'll come up, get behind him, or you actually probably you said you were staying there. So just shoot, firing that off. Roll your damage. So 53 points of damage. The dragon will cry out from that hit and just
Shot him on the eyeball.
absolutely scream in pain. It's already staggered, and it will look, and it will turn to where you guys are at, and it will let loose with lightning breath.
I think I got its attention, guys.
Let me just roll.
You like hit it in the nostril or eyeball?
Oh yeah,
or
it went straight
something.
in there. Okay, Thok, Black Dog, and Merrick. What is your PD?
Is this the first round of combat?
Oh yeah.
That would be, for me, it's a 20.
20. So I need to hit a 20 for your PD. And I am rolling. What is my attack? Oh, there's right. Okay. So roll.
So, Carl, do you have to invoke rage, or is that something you always have?
Well, no, I got to do it, and so, but I mean, I don't think it doesn't affect me for defense. I don't think.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
I'm just
it's-
curious how our goob works together.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. As soon as I
Oh
go,
yeah, I had a barbarian in the group I played in. So yeah, I know.
yeah,
this.
and rage is once lasts the entire battle.
Okay. So Carl, this is my shot against you. Will
All right,
miss.
piff.
What is your PD, Merrick?
Wow.
I haven't had a chance to don an aspect yet, so 17.
Okay. So that will hit. Not a natural even, so you're not dazed. You will take 15 points of lightning damage.
Ouch.
And Ben, what is your PD?
My PD is a 15.
Okay. So you will take 15 points of lightning damage.
Ouch. Okay.
So that it reels back from Ben's hit. It's already heavily damaged. I mean, it's one of its wings is in tatters, and Ben lets that into its eye, and it screams out from that shot and rains lightning over Merrick, Black Dog, and Cathok. Merrick on 15.
As a quick action, I will take the Wolverine aspect.
Wolverine. Okay.
He's the best at what he does, bub.
I'll advance behind him. I'll try and run. Can I run behind him? Not that it matters mechanically, just for flavor.
So I will have you. Let's see. I think that'll be a dexterity check for me. Do you have any kind of like acrobatics or tactical thing?
Well, the skill that I have is trained as a wolf, or I'm sorry, raised as a wolf, and this is what wolves do. They surround the prey for the whole pack, and they try and hamstring and then fade away as.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that. Go ahead and make that roll for me.
I was trained at the Vulcan Academy.
Yeah,
and,
fair enough.
I was trained at Wudan Mountain.
Oh,
18.
I have spin jitsu.
Okay, so Merrick, you will run up and dash across the battlefield from far away, get up and maneuver behind it. Okay.
Okay, that's my move action. My quick action was to take the aspect. Can I attempt to strike?
Well, let me see. I forget how move actions work when you're far away. If you have to do a full action to move from far away to close by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me just really quickly check that because it's the first time this has come up. So let's check on that position. Far away. Okay. You are essentially we're 2 moves away from the enemy.
Okay,
So if you want to move up and close it, it would be essentially your full action to get up that close.
okay. Well, that's what I did.
Okay. So if we go to Rook.
Oh, let's see. How close is this? Is he still far away? This lizard savage?
Lizard Savage is nearby. He looks like Lysank is holding essentially those guys back, pretty, keeping them out of the way.
I want to use my shadow thing, but I can't.
You could move nearby, and then use your shadow thing, right? Or is the shadow thing your move action?
That's what I'm looking at. Let me make sure here. Yes, it's my move action.
Okay.
So I would have to, if I want to get nearby on the dragon, I'll just do the shadow walk and move to get the help out the Lysang.
Okay, I'm just going to tell you that that's an NPC, and that's a sort of an NPC holding thing over there. You're welcome to do that, but I'm just going to tell you how the battlefield's sort of set up.
Okay, so
Essentially, if you do that, Lysang will move out to deal with anybody that's further out beyond the wall, just to tell you that.
okay, so I will just move stealthily to nearby the dragon.
Okay.
And
Dexterity plus your stealth stuff. Essentially, to make yourself not a particularly attractive target, keep yourself out of sight, and be able to try and get surprise on the next round is what you'd like?
yeah.
Okay, make that roll.
God, I cannot roll above a 5.
15. So you're both
16.
15. So you are stealthing up there. It isn't the prettiest thing, but there's a lot of lightning flashes. There's a lot of cries from the dragon, screaming out, that kind of thing. There's an invasion of the tower going on over there. These guys are fighting. So we see these fighting going over there. Black Dog.
Okay, so Lizard Savage 3 is engaged with the guard,
Yeah.
and he's too far away from me. He's a full move away.
Yes.
Okay. My build. Let's see. Does my building frenzy work with range attacks?
What does it say?
I'm trying to find that out. Barbarian Rage. Start raging. Hit with a barbarian melee and thrown weapon attacks instead of a d20. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so
Whatever.
I am going to move halfway.
So move nearby.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I will throw one of my javelins
Okay.
at the dragon,
All right.
and I am raged, and yeah, I'm for the cause.
Okay.
Okay, so 2d20. Okay, so it's a 7 plus
You,
4.
don't do it that way. Roll each one separately.